घूमर के ट्रेलर के लॉन्च के मौके पर जमा हुए कई सितारे, जिनमें शामिल हैं अभिषेक बच्चन, अंगद बेदी, सायमी खेर और साथ ही इस फिल्म में नजर आने वाले कई और सितारे भी वहां मौजूद रहे।
Anything I say will be lesser than the journey that these people have gone through in this film, and it's been an incredible exercise for her to put in the kind of effort that she has done. I haven't heard or seen anybody putting in that kind of effort because firstly she is a sportsman and that actually makes it easier. But sports person, and actually, but to do the whole thing with one hand is an incredible achievement. And for Abhishek to kind of play the kind of, it's a very, very complex kind of a role, to take on the responsibility of somebody like this and coach with it very, very unsympathetically. I mean, there's no sympathy in this film. Nobody's saying, poor girl, this thing, nothing. Yeah. I mean, he's just treating her like any normal person. In fact, as rude or anything as any other person. So it's a very complex role. And for me, one of his most interesting kind of roles that he has done. And the whole team of Ghoomer is here. Ivanka is here. She plays Abhishek's kind of help, who he has sister help, who he has kind of taken care of. And then, of course, there's Shivi, the man who is restoring cinema by the day, who actually makes his debut in this film, Shivendra Singh Dungarpur. There is also my dear Shavana ma'am, who actually is playing really sports, cricket mad granny. And in real life, she doesn't know a word about cricket. So you need to kind of, I think that's what says she's a damn good actor. But firstly, I just want to kind of thank the whole team of Ghoomer who's here. Rishi, Rahul, come here, Nipun, Dhruv. There is, come here. You need to come here. You all know Mr. Angad Bedi. He is, of course, the legendary Bishan Singh Bedi's son. Bishan Singh Bedi does a cameo in this film. I mean, it's very rare. And Angad, of course, actually Angad's got one of the toughest roles in this film, because to be in love with a person like this, who has lost everything and is dreaming of something, is a very, very, very complex kind of a role, which he's played very beautifully. So here is the team of Ghoomer, the writing team, the editing team, the sports team. Then who else is here? The rest are here somewhere. And the Hope team is all there. The costume team is there. Who is there? Who else? That's it. Okay, Vishal, where is Vishal? Where is Vishal? Vishal, the man who has shot this film, is here. Nipun's here? Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for coming.
ठीक लगा? बढ़िया है? हिट है? अच्छा. आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. Nitin, thank you so much. We've all been around for so long, but the credit for everything that you see on screen has to go to this one maverick genius, Balki. Balki is family to me. Balki made me into a producer with Pa, and he's very, very close to the entire family. And it's always a pleasure to work with him, to work with all these wonderful actors that we just met, the writing team. The entire team has just been fantastic. It's been a memorable experience. This film is very, very personal to me. And for reasons which I don't think I need to elaborate, but once you see the film, I think you'll understand. It's a film about hope. It's a film about inspiration. Yes. And it's about that never say die attitude. And I hope that's what we can convey to the audience. And since we're here, I think I'd love to hear what all our friends in the media have to say, or if you want to ask any questions. But before we do that, I just want to keep the spirit of Ghoomer alive. So, हमने क्या किया है कि we've got certain gifts for you all, but you have to earn them. ठीक है? If whoever you ask the question to, if we like it, you're going to win an autographed special Ghoomer cricket ball.
Wow.
And I promise you we won't throw it at you. We'll give it to you. But whoever asks the most interesting questions will win the person of the match from Team Ghoomer. यहाँ हमारे पास एक trophy भी है.
दिखाइए.
Media person of the match from Team Ghoomer. तो अगर आपको ये जीतना है, ask good questions. Vishal, you are not eligible for this. Most excited. So this is what you're playing for today.
पहिले तर नमस्कार. Thank you everyone for coming. जसं अभिषेक सर म्हणत होते, I hope all of you have liked it. This film is actually, like AB is saying, very personal to him. It's a film very, very personal to me because I think from the time I became an actor, I was constantly saying I want to play a cricketer on screen. I want to play a sportsman on screen because that's who I was first.
Yes.
So just getting this opportunity, thanks to this man on my right, getting to live the dream that I wanted to live, I feel it's everything I could have asked for.
Yes.
Cricket is one, but like you can see in the trailer, there is so much more. It's a very emotionally draining film. But it's not a sad story. It's not a, like Balki was saying, it's not about bichari hai. It's about hope. It's about what you can achieve against all odds. So for me, it has been one of the best experiences of my life. And I think he is MS Dhoni. He's the captain of our ship. He's exactly like Mr. Dhoni because he doesn't show any emotion when you're shooting, when you're in a press conference, but he has everything under control.
Yeah.
And well, our Dhoni has done it for us because it was all in his hand and he just was a puppet. We were just puppets to him. And just working again with AB, I've worked with him twice before, so
Yes.
he is my most favorite co-star to work with. And Angad, who's been my first friend in the industry, so it feels very special. And of course, Shabana Masi, who's known me since I was younger. So it's been a very, very special film.
This is my second outing with Balki sir, so I feel extremely privileged. But we shot this first. I was part of Ghoomer. Very interestingly, I bumped into him at a restaurant. And I just stood up and I said, Balki sir, you're making films left, right and center. When are you going to work with me? And then he just looked at me and he said, show up at my office tomorrow. And he said, okay, call me. And I said, okay, I'll call you. But I didn't take it seriously.
Right.
So I didn't call him. He said, 11 o'clock, call me. I didn't call. I got a call from him at 11. He said, Bugger, you didn't call me. I said, I was not really taking it seriously. He said, come to the office. So I went to the office. He said, this is the film I'm making. And this is the role for you. It's called Jeet. And I think you should do it. And that's how this beautiful film fell in my lap. And I'm extremely privileged to be working with this stellar cast. Saiyami, we came into this industry almost together. And there are many happy and sad moments that we've shared as friends. We've seen each other go through various films also. The journey has been very beautiful. And she's been, this one girl who has literally gone to Ranji Trophy matches alone, sat and watched in empty stadium the Ranji Trophy game. She's, when the great Sachin Tendulkar retired, she sat outside his house and cried. So she's that girl. And, I think though I have cricket in my blood, but I just feel that full justice she's done to this part. And coming to AB, he's family, and I've always wanted to be in a film with him, and I've been saying this to him for many, many years. And my only, I feel that I wish I had more screen time with him in this film, because I just feel that he's a champion performer. He performs with all his heart, and you can just see it, coming through.
हर एक्टर के लिए, हर डायरेक्टर के लिए, हर प्रोड्यूसर और फिल्म के साथ जितने भी जुड़े लोग हैं, our Friday decides our future. For everybody, हमारी जितनी भी फिल्में आए, every film is a make or break for you. It will decide whether the audience loves you, whether they want to see you, and if they want to see more of you. So every film is a make or break for every artist and person related to a film. And Ghoomer is the same. I'm very, very happy and proud of the film. I'm very excited to share the film with the audiences. I'm very happy that it's releasing in theaters on the 18th of August. Of late, due to the pandemic, a lot of us could not show our films to our audiences in the theaters. A lot of us gravitated towards digital, which is a wonderful medium. But coming into a dark theater with samosa, cold drink, or popcorn, or ek achhi film aap dekhein, nothing beats that experience. So we're very, very happy to be back in the theaters. I think first and foremost, your director has to see you in a character, and then it's your job as an actor to try and fulfill the director's vision. I feel the wonderful thing about Indian cinema is that as actors, we get to essay everything. Agar aap dekhein in the West या बाहर देखें आप, their films are very genre specific. Indian films are all encompassing. So your for example, a protagonist will laugh, he'll cry, he'll get angry, he'll romance, he'll do a bit of comedy, and I think that's the wonderful thing about our cinema. It's not just about the intensity, it's about also for the character or the story speaking to you. When Balki told me the concept of the film, Balki's and my way of working is he always comes and tells me an idea. I still remember he was thinking of doing Pa. He said, I want you to play your Pa's Pa. So I said, he pagal ho gaya aadmi isko. He said, no, I want you to play Amitji's father. And he started, and then he wrote a film around that concept. And even in this, the concept was very unique. And I knew it was a character which and every character in the film will have something to say and something to do. And you as an actor have to connect with that. And what I'm enjoying currently with the work that I'm doing is that I'd like to believe personally that whichever film I'm doing has something to say. And I believe in that. I believe in the messaging of Ghoomer, of hope, of never give up, and don't use excuses. So it's not just about the intensity, it's about, if the character connects with you. I used to play sports when I was younger. I don't think I was at the level of Angad and Saiyami or of the level of Balki. शायद लोग जानते नहीं है, Balki also is cricket obsessed. हाँ, और काफ़ी अच्छे बॉलर हैं. हुआ करते थे, अभी जवानी का जो जोश है वो नहीं रहा उनके पास, लेकिन and you realize as an athlete or as an actor also, you may have talent, it's the coach that is going to take you that extra mile. बहुत ज़रूरी है in life to have a mentor, a coach, a director, and all of these come under one bigger umbrella, and they're called parents. Oh. Your parents are always going to be your greatest coaches, and my parents have been my greatest coaches. And they've always been honest, but they've inspired me to be better. So I think it's very, very important to have these kind of people in your life. So yeah.
We want people to come to the theaters and kind of have popcorn, also because it is a theatrical experience. The last 30 minutes of this film is a full carnival and full, it's a celebration. So you can't celebrate alone at home. You have to celebrate with people. So this is a celebration film. So 30 minutes of the film is celebration, and you'll know why Ghoomer is Ghoomer. Why is it a dance form, and why is it in a sports film? And the science of it, if I give it to you, you will not come to the theater on the 18th. So therefore, I won't give it to you.
जी, मेरे जो coach मेरे बगल में बैठे हैं, I feel like Nitin was saying, he is one of the nicest human beings you can come across. So
coach के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं,
हाँ. यार, एक minute. तो coach.
Who are you talking about? Him?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm very fond of him.
Shit.
So, तो on screen you see, जैसे आपने कहा थोड़े खड़ूस लग रहे हैं, he said कठोर है. I feel you need that person in life. Externally जैसे भी हो, he's not that person externally in real life, but अंदर से you know what that person really wants. He wants the best for you. He will do anything in order to get the best for you. And his character on screen and off screen, I think, is a solid, really nice human being from inside. And now he doesn't want me to talk about him in person, but I will still take that opportunity like Nitin did. I've spent maybe 3 years with him because of Breathe and then Ghoomer. I've not been around for very long. It's been 7 years, but I haven't come across a human being as nice as AB. He's somebody who genuinely cares, and ऐसे नहीं है कि चलो कैमरा चालू है तो दिखाते हैं कि we care. He's somebody who will make sure that a third assistant of one department has a car, wait, if it's real late in the night. He's somebody who will make sure that you feel comfortable. And Angad will agree with me. Balki sir and AB have some strange relationship where they don't like praising each other. तो मैं बीच में बैठकर वो कर दूंगी. But he is genuinely one of the nicest human beings that I've met.
Mr.
And
Balki?
sorry, I'm not last thing about him, but I had messaged Amit ji as well, saying that like he said, it's all about the parents. I think I'm very young to say this, but very rarely do you see kids so well brought up, and the credit goes to his parents.
कुछ चीजें हैं मैम आजकल का जो दौर चल रहा है हर चीज को नहीं वो इट्स अ वेरी पर्सनल थिंग बट आई होप दे प्राउड दे वेरी हैप्पी विद द ट्रेलर एंड सबको अच्छा लगा बट थैंक यू jokes apart but to get the endorsement of dad mom and Aishwarya as actors is important to any actor. Ask any of them to get actors of the caliber of Shri Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan and Aishwarya Bachchan to get their endorsement and their approval is a very big thing. They're people who are at the top of their game and they know what they're talking about. So obviously you feel very happy when they like your work and I'm thankful for them, to them. I'm more thankful to Balki for making a film that they liked. नहीं तो घर जाना मुश्किल हो जाता ना. Then, but it's nice. They're very happy. They're excited. They haven't seen the film yet, but I hope they like it once they see it. So the character I play, Paddy Sir, is an ex-Indian cricketer, and he was a left-arm spin bowler. And although I'm a lefty, weirdly I bat with my right. I'm ambidextrous, and I bowl with my right hand. I don't know why. Maybe as a kid, everybody playing. So I'm actually a lefty. मैं लिखता हूँ left hand. The only training I had to do was to train myself to learn spin bowling with my left hand. So I spoke to one of my dearest friends, my childhood friend Rohan Gavaskar, who was a left-arm spinner, and I used to like his action very much. So I spoke to Rohan. Rohan and I went to school together when we were small children, and we're very, very dear friends. And he's one of the people that I have the maximum respect for the way he conducts himself and his life. And so I called Rohan, my friend, and I said, Gava, I'm playing a left-arm spinner. He said, good luck. And I said, give me some tips. So he helped me a bit with that. That was the only preparation to make it look as natural as possible. Apart from that, I just copied Balki. अगर आप देखिए मेरा look भी
So we're talking of two people with vulnerabilities who've gone through ups, downs, the downs in their life, and how both of them are struggling to kind of come up using each other. I think that is the story of the film, rather than cricket being a story of the film, because it's just anything. Like, for example, if you have a home set in a market, you don't say it's a film about the market. You say it's a film about characters, the home is set in the market. Similar thing with Ghoomer. It's set in a cricket background, but it's a story of two very, very powerful characters. And the idea for Ghoomer was originally actually thought by Rahul Sen Gupta, who was sitting there. He came to me with this idea of this left-arm person who lost a hand and he was going to try something else. It was not based in cricket or whatever, it was based on something else. So then we wrote the script for this stuff and brought in the Ghoomer element to it. And got it. So it was never designed as a film to be based on cricket. It was always designed as a film of two characters from the beginning.
फिजिकल और क्रिकेट वो मुश्किल नहीं था मेरे लिए जी. लेफ्ट हैंड राइट हैंड वो सब सीख लेंगे. फिजिकली कोई भी कुछ भी सीख सकता है, तो उसमें इतनी तकलीफ नहीं थी. बट जैसे आप कह रहे थे, द इमोशनल स्टोरी, द इमोशनल ग्राफ ऑफ द कैरेक्टर, आई वॉज वेरी फॉर्चुनेट क्योंकि कई सारे पैरा एथलीट्स थे जिनके साथ मैंने बहुत सारी बातचीत की थी. एकता बयान जो हमारी जैवलिन थ्रोअर है, इंडिया के लिए गोल्ड जीत के लाई है, उनके साथ मैंने बहुत टाइम स्पेंड किया और बहुत बातें की. तो एक सवाल मुझे याद नहीं किसने पूछा था, व्हेन AB सेड कि देयर इज़ नो, द कोच डजंट हैव एनी सिंपैथी. सो द वन थिंग दैट एकता सेड टू मी इज़, मैं पहले थोड़ा मतलब हिचक के पूछ रही थी सवाल, तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप जो पूछना है सीधा बोलो क्योंकि हमें सिंपैथी नहीं चाहिए. What we want is empathy, but we are athletes, so don't look at us in any other way. फिर उसके बाद द जर्नी शी स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग अबाउट द आई स्पोक टू हर अबाउट हर तो वो दैट रियली हेल्प मी इन अ बिग वे प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द इमोशनल graph of the character the way I could, because I feel that I wanted to do it as honestly as I can. I've managed or not, that only you all can watch and tell me. And with Balki sir, he जैसे मैंने कहा धोनी की तरह ज़्यादा बात नहीं करते, but he's probably the most intelligent intelligent human being and filmmakers I have interacted with. तो उनके साथ फिल्म में तो डायलॉग है, लॉजिक नहीं मैजिक, पर बाल्की सर के साथ लॉजिक बहुत चलता है. तो उनके साथ यू हैव टू बी वेरी लॉजिकल विथ व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग हिम, बिकॉज ही प्रीएम्प्ट्स व्हाट्स 8 steps ahead. So with him there was always discussion, a lot of discussion that I had with him. With regards to the film, it took me a long time to come out of because I was very close to the film. So I had gone for a dive trip. I told him the story. Just after the film, I went for a dive trip and I actually was resting and I had a dream that मैं dive कर रही थी and I just had one hand. So that's how much that film kind of had taken out of me. But like I said, it's been one of the most thrilling experiences.